Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Hope we're all doing well. As yet again, Twitch soundtrack has decided to crash, which is really helpful. So, in preparation for Thursday and the in-cab signalling system, I thought that it would be a good idea to practice with in-cab signalling tonight. So we're going to do a few runs on LGV. But I'm going to do the tutorial again, because I've forgotten what I'm doing with it. So yeah, we're going to do that, and then we'll do a few runs, and then I shall open it up to a viewer's decision. Good evening, Radar. Good evening, Rogan. Sorry. Chat's not really in the best position for me to view it, so I am just going to put it on a tablet. So just bear with me so I can actually see you guys chatting to me, because it's away from where I can see. So let's go to there. That's there. That's that. Right. Okay. I should be able to see you guys now when you chat, as it's slap bang in front of my face. So, right. So yeah, TGV.
Welcome to driver training here at Marseille. Today you'll be learning to drive this SNCF Series 200
Look at all those people, Rogan.
in camion livery.
Look at
This
them all.
brief introduction will cover critical driving controls and passenger operations, so climb aboard to get started.
There's loads of them. What's going on? Right.
Take a seat in the driver's position, because this is where you'll be spending most of your time. To begin,
Right.
you will need to press the Service Retention Cancel button to take control of this service.
There we go.
In normal operation, this unit draws electricity from the overhead catenary via a pantograph. However, since the pantograph is currently in the down position, you have to power the initial systems by priming the auxiliary battery. To activate the control desk, set the master switch to active.
There we go.
Now activate the pantograph using the normal and DC positions on the different rotary switches so that it raises up and makes contact with the overhead catenary.
Oh, wow. It's a good job I did do this, because I'd have forgotten all of this.
The DC setting should be used in the area of Marseille.
A pantygraph, yeah.
The LGV setting should be used outside of Marseille. And the AC setting is used in other AC overhead line areas. The circuit breaker will need to be set to allow power to reach the entire train.
Which is then
Now that the circuit
indicated
breaker
here.
has been set, it will need to be armed. Use the indicated control to rearm it.
So there we go, we've rearmed it and they've
Lighting
disabled.
is automatically set when enabling the master switch, but make sure you use the low beam lights when passing other trains so as not to blind oncoming drivers. Take a quick glance of the platform to ensure all is safe before unlocking the doors.
There we go, unlocking the doors. Nice looking train, isn't it, the TGV?
Next, you need to do the brake test. This ensures that all the brakes are working correctly before you set off. First, press the brake hold button to hold the lead power car brakes into their current state so that you don't roll away. This does. And now use the brake neutral switch to disable the brake lever, which will display the... You can now re-engage the brake control by using the brake neutral.
Cool, that was...
Now that you've tested the emergency brake, you'll test normal brake operations. Then hold the train brake in the release position to raise the...
Sorry if I'm a bit quiet here, guys, just trying to get it all sorted.
Hold the train brake control in apply until the brake pipe reads around 4 bar. And that's the brake system fully tested. The reverser is used to set the direction of travel. There are 3 driving modes on the TGV. Coupling and uncoupling. The speed is limited in this mode and is intended for coupling maneuvers. Manual control. This is usual mode for driving on classic lines. And selected speed. This uses the speed selector control and is used by the driver on high-speed lines to set the maximum cruise speed. To get started now, it's time to get going. Set the doors to locked.
We've already done that, Matt.
For this introduction, you'll be driving as far as Aix-en-Provence. Finally, press the brake hold button and you should see the yellow light go out, and hold the train. The train is now ready to part, so apply.
Right, I think we're moving. Yep, there we go, we're moving. Right, so now that we've done that and I can't miss anything or skip a step or anything like that, I shall talk to you again. So, Rogan's car passed its MOT, and did I read earlier, Radar, that you think you know what's wrong with your steering wheel that you've broken again?
Coasting is a method used to efficiently... Keeping to the speed limit is important. If you begin to overspeed, hold the brake lever into the apply position to slow down.
So this has got 2 different types of brake on it. You've got dynamic braking and air braking, just to really throw a spanner in the works. And you have to change power as well, like using this little knobbly switch here. It's a nice looking route, this one. Well, the train's modelled well. The route's a little bit meh. Well, that's what you get for having your force feedback up too high. I did tell you that. Right, time for a drink. What have we got this evening? Pepsi Max Cherry. Other soft drinks are available from the buffet car. Yeah, it's like I said to you in the private message, Rogan, it's, what's the word, a guilty pleasure? Oh yeah, sandwiches. We don't do sandwiches on board this French service. It's croissants, filled croissants. So we have croissants with ham and cheese. We have croissants with cheese, and we have butter croissants, all washed down with a lovely red wine. Sorry, the doors are locked and secured. There's no getting off now until Aix-en-Provence, or whatever it's called. Yeah, awfully sorry, old chap. we are good to accelerate until we come up with our... No, radar. A butter croissant is just a plain croissant. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Yeah, no, a butter croissant is just a plain... Because that's one of the main ingredients for croissant is butter. Right, now in theory I've set the speed selected to 140, which is the line speed. Now hopefully, fingers crossed, we don't go above that, but we'll just pay attention for a minute. Yeah, this train won't allow you to get COVID vaccine, just so you know. Well, that's no good. I'm guessing it's because we don't have in-cab signalling on. That's why that's not applicable. Oh, sorry. I just wish this would stay off when I turn it off. That's better. Should we hear what this...
You're approaching the voltage changeover area and need to change the voltage on the train in order to continue. You'll do this without stopping the train.
That's what those purple lights mean, boys.
Open and then close the circuit breaker. Lower the pantograph by moving the switch to lower position. Change the pantograph mode switch to LGV.
Oh, we've changed the power location. Now we just have to wait for... the change. So we're coasting for this. Should we hear what the horn sounds like? Oh, it's nice and insulated, the cab. You can hardly hear it. Alright, here we go. Going to rearm the system. This is the power change location just here as we enter the tunnel.
When the arm breaker symbol illuminates, rearm the circuit breaker. This means you can now increase power up to the indicated speed on the TVM display.
300 clicks. Away we go, boys. We are cooking on gas. Why's the cab light on? There's a cab light button. Can anybody see the cab light button?
Nicely done. You're in good shape to continue the journey.
So we are now Rogan radar. So you see in front of us now that flashing speed. That's the in-cab signalling system saying that the signal ahead is at caution with a maximum speed of 270, so don't exceed 270, but it flashes to let you know the speeds that you can do, which is what you're going to get for a brief section on the southeastern route on Thursday. It's called in-cab signalling. So again, it's slowing us down. But at the moment we're not anywhere near that speed, so we haven't got to really worry too much because we're not catching up what's in front of us. So it's all running good. Oh, down to 200 now, so now we need to put the brakes in a little bit.
You're now approaching Aix-en-Provence, so apply a small amount of brake force to achieve a comfortable, safe stop.
So as you can see, it's bringing us to a stop at the signal. Because I turned them off, Rogan, because they're ridiculously bright in the tunnel. It's what the switch I was trying to find down here. Right, so that's saying 170 to a red. Fixed speed 170. So we're just going to bring in, just going to start generating some air. Well, we're going to overshoot this. Oh, we've locked the wheels up. We've locked the wheels up. We're sliding. We're sliding. We're sliding. We're sliding. But we've stopped for the red, because that's a red. That's a signal, believe it or not. And how much did we overshoot by? Oh, check me out. We didn't even overshoot. No, I didn't go a little bit too far. Door is in the platform. There we go. We were 17 metres off the red. Yeah, we should have stopped there in theory. But we stopped. Yeah, they're double-decker cars. Yeah. But there we go, that's the tutorial
Good
done.
work. That concludes all the basics of operating this train.
Yes, there we go. Gold medal, thank you very much. Woogie Man, thank you very much for the follow. Just seen that, sorry. Much appreciated. Welcome to the stream. Right. We're going to do the scenario now. We're going to go through the scenarios on this again from my perspective because I've already done them. So let's see if we can remember what we just learned in the tutorial, shall we? Deja vu. But now there's nobody here. There's a song from the 80s. I bet Rogan knows it. Would remind you of that. Right. Right, we've got to press the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Service retention button. Master switch to active. We can clear the light because we don't need to worry about that. Raise the pantograph. Circuit breaker on. Rearm the circuit breaker. Headlights on full. Now wipers. Yeah. This could be an interesting one. Where are the window wipers? Window wipers, anyone? Yep, okay, so that's that, that's that. Oh. Right, I think we're ready to go. But this could be a bit tricky because I can't see out the windscreen. Anyone got any ideas where we could look for these? I don't think they're behind me. I could have sworn they were down here. Oh, they're there. Oh. Right, away we go. Right, we're off. There's a lot of buttons here. It's like sitting on the flight deck of an Airbus A380. The rain does look good though, doesn't it? Right, that's us up at speed. Yeah, you see, you got to give it a second. You got to give him a second, Radar. He's an old man, is my bot. He's a little old man that sits there with a pipe and slippers on, just to make sure that you get your ticket. Welcome back, Rogan. Meh. What, me honking the horn? Every time you go AFK, Rogan, and you say I'm back, you're going to get a... Yep. Oh, I see what you do. That's a typical dad joke, that is, Radar. No, chat away, chat away. It's all about building a community. I just know that Zara loves the horn. And this one just sounds like one it should be in a dog toy. It's very muted in the cab though, so we're alright. We get away with it. Ah, can anybody remember the power change sequence? Can anybody remember that? Oh, excuse me. Right, so you see that one there, guys? You see that there, the green and red with the yellow? That indicates the amount of electricity in the pantograph that we can call on for the traction motors. So if that ever goes into the red, it means that something's gone wrong with the overhead power. I learnt that from a colleague the other day when we were discussing how they know that the electricity is still working. Anyway, we better get shuffle on it. We are a high-speed train, and we're doing all of about 12 miles an hour. Right, put our desk light on for Rogan to see in the tunnel, because we know he's scared of the dark. Hello Faf, good evening, welcome to the stream. Oh, hey, Radar's got it. Make a train driver of you yet, Radar. And you can get a extra brownie point for why do we change to different power modes. Do you know the answer to that one? So we're on direct current at the moment. But what possible reason could we have for changing over power? What could that mean? And that's a genuine question. Have a lesson in physics for a moment. Anybody can answer. No, we're in France at the moment. Direct current and alternating current are the two different bits. And basically, alternating current it operates at a different frequency, which you were kind of what you were getting. Like you were on the right thing, so. You can get more on an alternating current. It's 3 stages or 4 stages or 5 stages, however many stages. So AC gives you more power quicker and can run at a higher voltage. Right, so we need to lower LGV. No, we've done that wrong. What have we done wrong there? Oh, helps if we put our pantograph back up. So, hopefully, fingers crossed. No, we still haven't got power. Oh no, we've done something wrong, guys. Yeah, we've changed it. Still can't take power though. We can't actually take power. What have we done wrong? There we go. I think we did it. I think we're there. No, this isn't the train. This isn't a Eurostar. Similar, but not quite. Yeah, I forgot to do that bit as well because the yellow one didn't come on, which is what I was expecting. Is the lighting in the cab okay for you, Rogan, with the light on? Because because we've got our headlights on full. Ah, excellent. So you can still see all your knobs and switches. Now we haven't actually enabled the safety system at the moment because I forgot to do it because I'm an idiot. Oh. Right, we're not stopping at that station on this one. We are just going right through. So we should be able to get up to full whack here. No, we use 240 volt. Put it this way, I wouldn't want to put my tongue in a socket. Might sting a little bit. Nice to see some new people in the chat, just lurking. Welcome. Stream quality alright, guys? Everything alright? Oh, we're back in the rain. And we're out of the tunnel now, so we go to reduce lights. But we are now doing the fastest possible speed in the United Kingdom's railway, and we are now accelerating up to 300 kilometers an hour. Which is fast. We now got 67 kilometres to Avignon and 17 minutes to do it. Getting our tilt on a bit. Damn, this route's fast. Right, the speed. What good's the speed selector if you're not gonna? I'm guessing that's the safety system that we haven't got enabled at the moment. Bit of speed in there. Just trying to bleed. It's a blend of the brakes because we're going up quite a substantial hill now. It's higher than the one on Sandpatch Grade. Right hand side of the console. I don't think I've enabled it. R3. Yeah, it's this one here. Speed selector. 300. It's not holding. Oh, yeah, sorry. I know what you're talking about now. There we go. Sorry, yep. It's one they don't cover in the tutorial, isn't it? They just mention it. They don't say you need to change it from manual control to selected speed. Better check all our brakes are released now, because I was pumping all sorts of buttons then. It's a good job somebody knows what they're doing in the chat, because I was completely stumped. Yeah, see, that's the thing, is that the cruise control option is the one that should be what you do, because then you can just adjust this. Right, we can set it for 280 and then the train starts to brake, you see? It's not braking on the air, it's the Rio brake, regenerative braking system, just there. And then we just pump that back to 300. And it puts us back at 300. Well, I say that, it's just going to get us low points for speeding. There we go. Right, guys, I'm just going to test some bits while I've got you guys here. Are you guys all right to help me test some things for next week? Because you've got two types of going over the speed limit. Red for massively going over the speed limit, and yellow for just a little bit going over the speed limit. So it still gives you points for being in the yellow. Right, I'm just going to drop something into the chat. Can you guys just help me test that it works, please? Oh, we're up to 320 now, so bump. Random, that's random. What you've just pointed out, I need to change that to random. Actually, the word random. Yeah, Rogan voted on the USA. Right, so that's allowed you to change your vote. No, you get one vote, so you can change your vote if you wish to. Oh, the train wants to speed on its own. Actually got to intervene here. Is it actually going to apply brakes on its own here? automatic system on this one is not as good as the German one. So also guys, can you help me, once we've the polls finished, I just want to try the giveaway one, if you wouldn't mind. There's nothing better than testing in the public domain. We're still motoring towards Avignon at the moment. 29 kilometres to go. We've got 8 minutes. Gee whiz. Yeah, well, I don't want to test everything on Thursday. Nothing works. Right, so the train now seems to be behaving itself again. Right, so we put it up to full throttle, does it? It's not actually applying any throttle there. We're going downhill, so a little bit of electronic braking. Reverse the polarity of the traction motors. Release the brakes. So how's your weekends going, everybody? Everybody having a good one? Right, so that has finished. Now I'm just trying to figure out what it does moving forward, how it announces the results and stuff. No, there you go. I had to click on complete. No, you're not wrong. I could have announced it. It was on my screen in front of me, but if I clicked complete, it would then post that message that it's done there. No, you're not wrong. No negativity, please. Right, giveaways. Right, custom. Right, so I've got 2 types of giveaway to test. So anybody that's in chat now, you're not going to win anything. Anybody watching, you're not going to win anything. We're just testing the system to make sure it works for the big reveal on Thursday, the big stream on Thursday. So I'm going to start the first one. It runs for 15 minutes, guys. So let me just see. Yeah, it runs for 15 minutes. And you can enter 5 times because it goes on channel points. So, right, okay. So there you go, it's told you how to vote. There we go. Oh, that works well. Awesome. Right, so we're now... See, I don't trust this speed indicator because it doesn't slow you down. Wow, Rogan's gone all in with win 5. So you had enough points for that to... So you have a maximum of 5 tickets that you can enter into the draw. And each ticket costs 50 points. And if you didn't have enough points, it would have told you you didn't have enough points. We'll take control of the train now. So did it tell you how many points you've got when they all started? Because I can't see. I just want to make sure that it's... Because if somebody drops a follow, like somebody wants to be in because it's a follow, it's open to everybody. But in theory, they need to have channel points, so they get a nice bonus if they follow, which enables them to get in the draw. Ah, that's fair enough then. I have unlimited, so in theory... Hey, I've got unlimited, so I can enter. Oh, we're going through the signal at the end. We're not stopping. I wasn't paying attention. Scenario failed. Death Rays, welcome to the stream. Please be advised that there is no competition going on. This is just a test of the system. There we go, that's that. Dump. Dump. Open the doors on the left. DC mode. Forward. Brake hold on. Release. Clear that light. We're just testing that the raffle draw works correctly for next Thursday's big stream for the release of the DLC for this. I think we are pretty much good to go now, guys. Just put the brake in initial just to hold us. Lock the doors. There we go. And we are off and running. There we go. Oh, blimey. Just want the desk light on, you don't want the cab light on. Okay, so we've broken the game again, guys. Just gonna have to bring it to a stand. Right, we've released the brakes and we've got moving, but the game doesn't think we've done it. The game still thinks that we're stationary. See, we've broken the game again, guys, because we're too quick. Have to restart because it's just going to constantly tell us that we need to do that. It's not that I'm too good at it, it's just I know where the things are, so I'm just changing them like... Well, I'll go and sit on the naughty step, shall I? Right, let's just... While we're waiting for the game to tell us what we've got. Right, that's TVM. Or some of these other switches down here. Now, what's VACMA, I wonder? Should we turn it on and see? We'll turn it on. We'll run it. We'll turn that on as well. Oh, no, we don't want it on test, we want it on normal. Right, well, they're on. Right. Right, we'll sit in the driver's seat. Service cancellation and retention buttons. Switch the master switch to active. Clink. Raise our pantograph. Well, we've armed our circuit breaker. Now we have to wait for further instructions. Lock the doors. We can do that with the left on the D-pad. Now it'd be interesting to know if everybody that is here because it tells them that there is an ongoing prize draw or something on, because the viewer numbers are a lot higher than what I'm used to, which is interesting. Oh, Rogan, keep it PG-13, please. My name is not Jimmy. Right, there we go. Patiently waiting for the game to tell us what to do next, because I don't want to break it. Lock our doors. release the brake needle to 5. There we go. Apply some power to get moving. There we go. The game has decided to play. Okay, I'll stop breaking the game. So yeah, we look like we're off and running this time, guys. Pulling out of the station. Can't read the station name through the rainy weather. I don't even know what station we're at the minute. Marseille? No, Marseille St. Charles. So I've enabled the speed control system a bit early. Will it work? Right, where's my gauge lights button again? It's over here, isn't it? Telephone! Could somebody get the phone? I'm guessing that was some sort of wakey I'm a safety device. No, that'll probably get me a Twitch strike, to be fair. That's protected music, that is. Right, so we're in the last minute of this test for the giveaway. So we shall see how this goes. Right, so the speed is now increased again. Ooh. Music from Trumpton. I can't even remember how it goes. You'll win a compliment, Radar, if you win. I will furnish you with a compliment. Right. So, all tickets have been checked. Hey! I won my own competition. And that was random. That was completely random. I had no... The bot's done that. It's the only time I ever win anything. Right, okay, we'll complete that. That one worked. Excellent. Alright, Donald Trump. Or are you Rudy Giuliani? Well, at least that works. That's good. That worked. Happy with that. Right, so now we need to power off, pan to lowered, LGV mode, arm the breaker, pan up, I forget which bloody way round we do it. Right. Pan is up. I'll just turn the circuit breaker off. And when we get there, there we go. Oh, we did that a little bit better this time, didn't we, guys? Yeah, that worked better. LGV mode. Right, speed 300. Warp mode engaged. People that don't like a wiper going in the tunnel, we've turned that off. We actually did it within 5 minutes. God, that's a bit cheeky. But you're right. That's your end. I'm not dropping frames. Yeah, I didn't drop any frames on my end. I don't think. No, definitely not. There's no reported frames being lost at stream on the Streamlabs bit. Solid 60. Weird. Maybe just a small glitch in the matrix. Do you use slobs, Rogan? You do, didn't you? Oh, stop it, Radar. I'm blushing. I'm actually quite warm. Did you know that you can set the processor priority for how your laptop will handle, like how much it'll dedicate to processing the stream? Or your computer, laptop computer. I think you do it on your laptop, don't you? Oh yeah, but still, yeah, I'm using a desktop PC and it's only using 6% of my PC, the CPU. So you can always bump up the quality and just set it to process a little bit harder. If you wanted to go to 10. Well, what kind of CPU have I got in this thing? Or are you just asking? I've only got an i5 8450 or 8460 or something. Uses hardly any processing power. I've got 16 gig of RAM and stuff. And it's set for my GPU to handle most of it, because that's the most powerful part of the PC. obviously doing it wrong, Radar. But you game on your PC at the same time though, don't you? You're gaming on the PC and asking it to... Yeah, well I'm not. This is on my Xbox. So yeah, that's probably why your CPU... If I was to play this on my PC and try and stream at the same time, the thing would probably catch fire. Well, we're managing our speed a little bit better this time around. Yeah. Well, like I say, I'm hardly taxing the computer and I'm giving you guys 60 frames a second at 1080p. I could probably stream at 4K, but my upload's not good enough. But then again, the capture device I've got doesn't do 4K. It only does pass-through. 1080 is the maximum it can do. And there's no decent 4K streaming capture cards out at the moment that I can use because I haven't got any spare PCE slots in the computer. I've just got an Acer pre-built Predator thing. I've upgraded the RAM in it, but my graphics card is a GeForce 1066 gig. Yeah, well, I didn't realise that I was going to get back into streaming when I got the PC. I just really got it for playing sort of games from old school games like Command and Conquers and stuff. Well, yeah, now I know that when I go and get a new PC, I'm going to get it custom built, and I'm going to have them put a 4K Pro in there, Mark II, in a PCI slot. So welcome to all the new lurkers. Please feel free to interact with us. We don't bite. I quite openly will answer any questions thrown into chat. I think we're having a much better run here, guys, aren't we? I won't touch AMD products. Not for what I do. I don't like them. I just find that they often create buffers and they're not often a bottleneck. In my opinion, every AMD computer I've had nothing but problems with it over the years. Yes, they may be more powerful, but they cause so many problems. You get Intel and Nvidia together and everything works perfectly all of the time. I haven't had any of the new ones because I don't go near them. I just stick with what I know works. Oh, we're up to 320. And for me, what works is an Intel and an Nvidia. But you've probably had problems with Intel and Nvidia at some point in your life. That's why you go AMD. But yeah, I personally prefer Intel and Nvidia products, but that's personal preference. Oh yeah, no, I fully appreciate that. But for me personally, I'm an Nvidia and Intel man. Have you noticed, Rogan, on this one that the sleepers don't pop in? You know, like when you play some of the other routes, the sleepers pop in right in front of the train. But are my eyes deceiving me? There's no pop in there, is there? There is no pop in on the sleepers. Maybe I'll have a look. When I'm actually going to get a new one, radar, I'll come to you for some advice. I did build my own PC years ago. That's what I earn. More money than I do now, in theory, when I had no outgoings. Now I have bills and things to pay, but when I lived at home with my parents and I had a job that paid me stupid money, I built my own computer, but that's going back like 20 years. And I had literally top of the line everything. An NVIDIA GeForce FX 5800 GT, which was like the equivalent of a 3800 now. It was ridiculously powerful. Well, that's a good way to go with it, I suppose. It was years ago, mate. I don't think it might just power the toaster. Yeah, mine was PNY. Right, so... Right, this is genuine now. What's about to drop in the chat is a genuine request, guys. So I would encourage everybody to vote so that when we finish this run, we can decide where we want to go. So you guys are picking where we're going next. Just R3D, just type J, don't worry about the arrows. There you go. Push! He has voted for Germany. Ziffer. Now, unfortunately, I can't get rid of those little arrows. Oh, I can. There we go. Well, I must say, guys, this run on this route has been 1,000 times better than the last one. Right, so we're 18 kilometres from Avignon now. So we'll slowly come off the throttle and coast for a little while as we're on a downward hill. Yeah, I had that ram. I had the gold ram for that. Gold plated ram sticks. I think I had an Intel quad core processor. At the time it was like super duper fast. Every time I turned it on, it sounded like a 747 engine trying to take off. I'm still staying at 320. Down to 300. So we'll put some Rio braking in. Got the train slowing itself down. It's rapidly approaching. Just leave the train in its automatic Rio braking state. Put that to level 5. Yeah, I can't remember what it used to be, but it was blimmin' powerful. So as you can see, the signalling system is slowing us down. Oh, my old PC, the first PC I built when I was like 17. Yeah, see, I've managed to remove those little arrows now at the end. So. I'm 37 this year, Radar. Well, yeah, I'm younger than Rogan, I think. I think he's older than me, yeah. I think he is. I genuinely think he is older than me. Right, so... the tie. I'm older than you. Oh, right. Well, I think that's a better stop than last time, guys, don't you? So we're fully in the platform there. And we arrived on time. Ah, yes, right, sorry, yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to do many things at once. That's because it's where he's from in the UK, Radar. They all sound young. It's called the Liverpudlian accent. It makes everybody sound like a child. Yeah, I had a quad-core processor 20 years ago. What a cop-out. Radar, you cop-out. Right, so that's that service done. So, Rogan, you have the deciding vote because you didn't vote in the poll. Do we go to America or Germany for the next route? I love the fact that they've put the conductor bell on. There we go. Gold medal? Oh, we've already done it. But look at that. 30 minutes to do nearly 100 kilometres. That's impressive. Oh, well, I'd have to go back and look it up, Radar. It was powerful. It wasn't a single core. I know that. I'm pretty sure it was more than one core. Germany, okay. You want some high speed or commuter? No, it's locked in. We've gone Germany. So we've got plenty of trains to choose from on this route. And this one even has a selection of liveries that you can choose from. Yeah. Right, well, they all appeared to be westbound. Just a few trains. It's an hourly service. Yeah. We'll start at 4:51 in the morning then. So scenario is stuff that the game developers have programmed to do certain things at certain times, and it'll be the same every time. Well, technically timetable would be as well, but something might happen constantly and it'll always be the same scenario around what you're doing, and hence why it's called a scenario. Whereas timetable mode means you can jump on and jump off and do what you want, basically. So if you want to drive the train for a little while, do the route, get off, get a train back, ride as a passenger, jump on another train, go somewhere else. It just makes the world, almost makes it open world. Right, it's been a while since I've driven one of these, so bear with me. Oh, we've opened doors and we're not even in a... Whoops. Right. We're slowly off on our way. When we get to the station, I will turn some of the safety systems on. But this is a German commuter train, but it's powered by a locomotive at the rear. Oh, don't. There are drivers that have done that, Radar. Yeah, you have to change into immersive control mode, which isn't the standard mode. But there is a zoom feature in Train Sim World 2 that allows you to zoom on the right stick. But it's called immersive mode. I personally prefer it. It just means you have to use the buttons in the cab a little bit more. It also changes that you just have to push right on the D-pad to unlock the doors. Right, anyway, we want to turn on the safety systems. I don't want to turn PZB on because I don't understand it fully. What have we got down here? No switches that I'd imagine we can do anything with. Ah, that's the panel we want. Right. Oh, what's that one down there? Oh no, we don't want PZB. Don't want to touch PZB. Right hand doors. Right, away we go. Oh, what a lovely morning in Germany it is on this game. We can give it a little bit of power. $50? I didn't even know that. Super. I'm telling you, everybody from Liverpool sounds like they're young. So this is just like a bus, this one. We're driving a bus. And again, Rogan, have you noticed that there's no sleeper pop-in on this route. Yeah, so the things on the rails ahead of us, radar, the things that the rails sit on. So if you watch back through some of the other streams, you'll see that those things that the rails are on pop in, like literally just in front of the train. Right, so we're coming up to Aachen. Aachen-Roth Erd, I think that's how you pronounce it. You thought I was farting? Why? What was I doing? You'd know if I farted. The stream would buffer and it'd go into disconnection protection mode. Oh. In your own time, train. I was using the electric brake, which isn't very good at slow speed. It's the problem, there's 3 different brakes, because you've got that loco on the back. That's got electronic braking. But this part of the train doesn't, so... Oh, Rogan, you're probably used to that noise, aren't you? Welcome to John Lennon Airport. Right. Nearly 8 kilometres to our next station. So let's see where we're... Cool, got a few stops. Right, so we're off. Off and running. Oh, ow. Oh, power's blipping. Is that ripped off by people stealing the wheels or extortionate parking fees like Stansted is? Because they're criminal. Right, line speed increasing to 120 in a moment. Oh no, it was above the signal, wasn't it, at 12? Right, so line speed has gone up to 140 now. See, now I'm pretty sure somewhere you can turn on I don't know if it's, I don't think it's on this train, but you can turn on the, oh, a bit of speed in. Yes, you can turn on those passenger, like the destination boards. I don't think it's enabled on this train, which is a shame. But some of them do have the working passenger display, so you know where you're going. Cool, that's extortionate. To be fair though, I think Stansted's similar. Well, I'm literally 5 minutes, well, about 15-minute drive from Stansted. Oh, listen to that. Listen to the purr. That's not good, radar. Everything you touch breaks. I'm surprised my stream's not broken this, so you're sitting in here. I'm joking, I'm joking. Right, so we're a kilometre away now, so put some brake on. Well, I think I've just basically thrown an anchor out the back there. Well, here we are, arriving at Stolberg, HBF. Hey, banging out the emote. 66. Is this stopping a bit better for you this time, radar? Hang on, how's radar got access to the... Oh, he's a mod, that's why. Is that better? Oh, stuck under the stairs. Ah, stuck under the stairs. Was that a better stop for you, radar? You don't want to spend all your channel points, otherwise you won't be able to enter the competitions next week. Oi, this is my channel, my rules. Ah, nice car park there. Yeah, I've got to ask the people that I'm working with next week, and ask them if they can make me some emotes, because their artistry is pretty good. Yeah, so while we're slowly pulling out the station to the next one, just so you guys are aware, there is going to be a competition next Thursday. To coincide with Southeastern's high-speed DLC that will be released on Thursday, I have some stuff to give away. So make sure you hit that follow button and you join us next Thursday for a nice long stream. Anyway, back to the trains. love a bit of self-promotion. Radar hitting the tickets. Come on, give him some money. Are you my pimp? Are you pimping me out to the 6 viewers or the 7 viewers that we've got? You got a fedora on? Oh, a nice bit of graffiti there. Oh, that's no good. Radar. And you don't have much luck, Radar, blimey. Oh, that platform needs fixing. God, look at the state of that. Hang on, is that one of the silly collectibles on this route? So did you guys get that southeastern bit that just came up then? Why are the left doors unlocked? Ah, cool. That did work then. Right, away we go. Langerveer. Wow. 7 kilometres in 4 minutes. Right, as Jeremy Clarkson would say, power! Ladies and gentlemen, please make sure you secure all coffees, beers, teas and sandwiches. We are about to accelerate rapidly. Well, that's one viewer that's just decided to stay in that station as we accelerated so quickly. Axel, stop lurking and say hello. I can see you. Thought you'd get away with lurking for the whole stream, did you? You can get sandwiches in this train. It's got a buffet, I think. Oh, there we go. Super speed now, 160. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a... maybe not. Ah. No. there's no buffet car. Sorry, you're correct. Buffeting. There's a person going through with a trolley. Maybe the trolley person will be able to give you a sandwich and a nice cup of railway tea, which was more than I got when driving the other day on the Trans-Pennine from the second man, or the second driver. Oh, speed limit is decreasing to 80 in 2 kilometres. So if anybody saw that signal, there was a yellow 8 flashing, which means there's a speed decrease coming. Well, we're covering quite a lot of distance, radar. So it's quite possible that there could be a trolley service of drinks and light refreshments passing through the train. Oh, we're coming, the station is just ahead of us. We'll have a look at the map when we stop at this station and just see how far we've actually come. Good thinking, radar. Yeah, but did you go in first class? Was it on Virgin Trains? Unless you're in first class, you don't get anything on Avanti, Virgin, whatever they want to call themselves now. No, I'm not. What were you saying? Toilet? Anybody need the toilet? Right, so I said we'd look at the map. Now, I think we left here, and we've got to here so far. So, we've still got a fair old trot to go. Oh, what a lovely little station. Lovely, quaint little station. Right, anyway. Let's lock ourselves in our glass cabin again. But we've come from here, I think. And I'm surprised we've not had any high-speed services come past yet. But then again, we might not be on the high-speed route yet, because I think that's around here somewhere. But, oh, lock the doors. Right. Away we go. Quite like these German routes. I've learnt to love them. Something about them is quite enjoyable. Because this is supposed to be a high speed route, but I don't really see where the high speed would run. Oh, there's a bit there. Right, we're back up to 160. Unless you come off of the... This is the fast line and you come off of it for stopping at stations. So, I think we're going all the way to Colne. Again, a lovely little two-storey passenger carriage. Quite nice these, aren't they? So, approaching the 160 again. So we're just going to throttle off, because the loco can push us a lot faster than that, but we don't really want to go a lot faster than that. So have you guys got anything planned for your day tomorrow? I think we're going as a family, we're going for a long walk tomorrow, burn some energy. Well, as far as you can go with a 4-year-old. I will be streaming, yeah, it won't be until the evening though. Ah, we've missed we taking power again? We missed a CFA warning then, I think it dropped the brake on us. No, we're good. Yeah, we're good. Right, so we're 3 kilometres now from our destination, well, our next station, so we'll just throttle off. And we'll just apply a little bit of brake just to start to slow ourselves down. Because we have got an 80 coming up. Apply a little bit more, I think. Right, that's 90 kilometres. So this must be a section of high-speed track, as the speed limit's about to increase to 200. And I'm guessing we're going over onto point work on the right. The station must be on the right, like the platform. So we're not going into that platform, but there is another train. Look, it's the first train we've seen for a while. Well, these German signals are much easier to understand than anything else, well, apart from the UK ones, because I know them. Yet another good stop. Yeah, so this is another version of the train, and as you can see, that has the destination board working, whereas R1 doesn't, because it doesn't support it at the moment. But that should all be fixed coming up in the patch, I think, that comes out next week. Oh. But you can tell this is an old train because the lights aren't fully circular. Whereas the trains on, all the lights on. What doors? We open the right hand doors. The lights on these ones are a little bit better. A bit more spherical in there. But that's nitpicking. Right, away we go. So have we got point work to go over as we exit? Yes, we've got to go back over onto a line again. Alright, so we're going back out over this point work here, so we will lift off the power and we'll coast through it for comfort of passengers. Right, and then I think it is as fast as our little train will go. Right, away we go, train. 200 kilometers an hour is our maximum speed now. So this little unit is going to have a good old tap opening session as we have 19 kilometers to go to our next station stop. Oh geez, I need to get out more. Lockdown's getting to me. I hope Rogan heard that, because he'll get that. He'll get the joke. Even you, Radar, may know the birdie song. Oh dear. God, this little train's giving it all the biscuits here. I like the way it's automatically panning up and panning down. Did anybody else see that then? Under the bridge, the pantograph went down, and now it's popped back up again. Ah, that's an interesting detail. We'll probably get somebody come into stream and ask us why we're doing 170 kilometers an hour in this train in a minute. It's only supposed to go at 100. But I don't see any maximums. Oh. Well, there you go. That's the answer to our question. Maximum speed 160. We want to be authentic. In case one breaks. I know it sounds really stupid, but if you run with both pantographs up and you hit a dodgy bit of line or something, and you tear, that's the only hang on, they're the only pantographs on the train, so if one breaks, at least you've got the other one that you can pan up and go with. And it's probably a directional thing as well. I don't sign electric locomotives, so I wouldn't know, but I'm guessing that's the pantograph for going the other way. Like directional pantographs, but I don't sign them. Like I say, I've not done electric traction yet. I do believe we've got a pantograph up button here. Where was it? There you go. Put the other one up now. Again, that could be something that locomotive's designed to do. It could have two engines in it, and the other one's got hot, so it's panned down to cool down, and this one's taken over. I don't know. Oh yeah, they make a hell of a noise. It's like a clap. Right, we've got 5 kilometres to our next station. Right, so we've lowered the pantograph, and I was just realising we're not actually taking any power because we've got no blue bars, and it just dawned on me that we were just coasting along there. Right, we're coming up on our station, so we'll just put the brakes in just to warm them up. Slowly start to bring ourselves down. Because I always forget that kilometres disappear a lot quicker than miles and stuff, so... Right, we're now 2 kilometres, we bring a little bit more brake in to continue our slowing down process. Oh, finally a train in the opposite direction. I forget it's 4 o'clock in the morning though, or 5:30. Right, so we're just over a kilometre away, so we'll just take the brakes out and coast a little bit. We are on time. We're good for an on-time arrival. We don't just want to be slamming the brakes in again. It is the summer. It's 5:30 now. It is summer, the setting. Right, Horem, our next station. Losing a bit of time here because I've overcooked it with the slowing down. Just ease it to a stand. Little bit short. At 100 kilometers an hour, but we're going out over that point right there. If you can see it, it's set to go. It takes us back out onto the main line, which will be nice. All right. Away we go again. It's like that bing bong. I wish all doors closed like that. Right, full throttle. Because by the time we get over these points, we won't be doing any more than the speed limit. Found out what the camera switch button is in immersive mode. Woohoo! Right. Anything to note on this signal? No, it's just a green. Deactivate the CFAR. Right, 12 kilometers. What, that camera? Oh, we're going too fast again. The train's not designed to go this fast. Oh, train in the opposite direction. Lift and coast. I quite like the length of this route. I'm quite enjoying that where we're stopping, then we've got a bit of like run, then stop, run, stop. You know, it's good flow. And we should be done in about 10 minutes time. Is it good viewing? Aha! That's another way to access it. Just wish somebody would be able... I'm going to have to search for it. Keyboard commands for Train Sim World. Oh, excuse me. I mic muted then. Oh. Right. That's not our signal on the left. Right, 5 miles out, or 5 kilometres out, so we just apply a little bit of braking, just so that they're warming up and we're slowly coming off the speed. No, it's different in immersive mode, Rogan. Pushing the sticks down, the right stick down, changes you to the outside mode now, do this, and the other one's your favourite, it does the horn on the left stick. So it tries to get you to use a little bit more on the keyboard. And I quite like immersive mode. It doesn't, like, you can't use it in scenarios, you can only use it in timetable mode, because the game will tell you off. But I think this route is immersive anyway, because it's TSW2. Right, so we're 3 kilometres out. We've probably slowed down a little bit too much, but it allows us to use flyby mode. Yeah, I've come to the decision, Rogan, that I quite like this route. I've come to quite like the German routes this week while we've been playing this. Yeah, but then you've got the space bar and the N key, which do 2 different types of horn. So I better stop using the horn anyway. It's 10:30. The dog will be going to sleep soon. Right, so we're coming in to Köln-Ehrenfeld, our next station stop. red signal at the end of the platform. Red signal at the end of the platform. Best just remind myself. Easy does it. Yes. Another good stop. So while we're at the station, just a reminder for those that weren't here earlier or have just joined or anything like that, competition next Thursday. Make sure you follow and drop on in for the Southeastern DLC release stream. No, I don't want people. People don't have to donate. Stop that, radars. I'll remove that. I'll get the bot to time you out. Thank you very much for encouraging people to, but it's not needed. It's not necessary. I'm self-funded. I'm self-made. Right. Colne, our final destination, which is one hell of a station. Alright, radar, cool, blimey. Ooh, train coming in the opposite direction. That's a little, like an underground train, that one. Oh. Slow down. Right, have we got no speed indicator on that signal? Okay. Wow, there's all sorts of routes, ways to get into this station. Crikey. Well, the thing that gets me is all the yards that are over there. Like all that stuff over there. Look at that. And it's all accurately modelled as well. What's this signal telling us? 40. Slow Slowing it down, slowing it down. Right, we're on our final approach into Colne. I think we've done too badly for time. Oh, going across again. Look at that station as you approach it though. It's quite majestic, isn't it? Reminds me of King's Cross or St Pancras or something. With the cathedral to the right. Stunning to look at. It's a shame it's not really an alive and bustling station in the game. Well, that was thoroughly enjoyable, that, wasn't it? I think we did quite well. Oh, look, there's the cathedral. I've got a few more routes in me, to be fair, but yeah, we'll do another one. Do you want to do another German one? Should we do a bit of high speed? Oh. Well, that sounded cool. Thought I was playing Microsoft Flight Sim for a second then. Well, we got a gold medal for that. But we did 70 kilometres. That didn't feel like we did 70 kilometres in that hour. Right. So that's a talent there. Oh, that's the 422, and that's the 442. Ah, and that's the one we just did. Alright, let's do Summer Fog. Do a nice early morning one. It did feel like less. It did feel like less. Right, here we are. We have to... where's the button? Where's the button? Where's the button?
Türen geöffnet.
Yeah, there we go.
Störung. Störung. Zugbeeinflussung. WB gesperrt. WB gesperrt.
Alright, we want C for on, LZB on. We won't put PZB on because I still haven't read the gear on that one. Right, the pantograph is not up, so raise that. Break the circuit breaker, so those two bits there are blue, which is indicating that the system is energized.
AFB, AFB, AFB.
Right, we're good to go. Let's lock our doors.
Schließvorgang eingeleitet.
We're all good there, we're all good there. Don't need our window wipers on. It is foggy, but we're prepped and we are ready to go. Right. Oh, I just want a bit of aircon on, just to give it some ambience. And away we go.
Zugbeeinflussung.
Slightly worried that not many pantographs are up, only that one at the rear. But hey, that's not our problem. The train is moving, so we've raised up, see if any others have come up.
Zugbeeinflussung.
No, it's just the one still. Right, we can increase our speed to 70. Ah, look, we're going out to the right. We came in on the left, but we're going out onto the right of the station this time.
Zugbeeinflussung.
So away we go. Now we're due at Aachen at 8:15.
Zugbeeinflussung.
Right, so the automatic acceleration system has now been engaged. The computer is now driving the train. So, high speed, here we come.
Zugbeeinflussung.
I just love the way it accelerates. I actually physically saw the acceleration then as it opened up.
SIFA. SIFA.
Zugbeeinflussung.
Oh, look, there's another train. Oh, that looks like a freight train, that one. Cars. Lots and lots of cars. They look like Vauxhalls or Opals or something then.
SIFA. SIFA.
Zugbeeinflussung.
Alright, so the train speed 160 now. Slowly accelerating up to it, approaching a 250 km/h increase in speed. So yeah, the train, as you can see, is driving itself.
SIFA. SIFA. SIFA.
Zugbeeinflussung.
Passing a service there. So the train's slowly approaching its top speed. We are at full throttle, mind you.
SIFA. SIFA.
Zugbeeinflussung.
Now that we've set our train up, we will open the glass so that people behind us can see out the front and experience the exhilarating thrill of the tilt and everything that's going on there. I timed that well, didn't I? Have a look at the back of that signal, it's lovely. Try that again.
Zugbeeinflussung.
I quite like this driving along in the early morning fog.
Zugbeeinflussung. Zugbeeinflussung.
Oh yeah, look at that. 250 km/h tilt.
Zugbeeinflussung.
Well, I don't think there's any danger of us being late on this one. See, it's amazing, isn't it? When we did the route a minute ago, when we did that drive a minute ago, it didn't feel anything like it does now. Like we're zooming through here at 250, but didn't see anything coming past us doing that speed, did we? Alright, shall we see if any other if the pantographs have switched? No, we're still on that one pantograph at the rear. So the DLC should be quite good on Thursday, because you do this for a little while and then you become like a normal train and you have to stop at every station. Should be quite good fun. Of doing the high speed and then becoming an all station stopping service. Oh look, there's a train again. On the slow lines. We are... Oh! There's a semi-fast. Because that one's out on the fast line as well. What I can recall is... Just look at the distance that we've made on that train already. Just love the little tilts and just the way it cants with the track and stuff. Gives it that little sway. Quite immersive, the sway, actually. I'm finding my head tilting with it. Such a train spotter. Such a train spotter. Right, we've lost the radio frequency marker there. So we've got the G. Which I think the G means that we are going to be going back to the old-fashioned system shortly. Momentarily. Yeah, so radar, just there's normally a frequency marker from the automatic signalling system to tell us what's coming up ahead, but for some reason, yeah, we're just coming down. So we'll throttle off because the speed limit's coming down now. See, 160 up ahead. Well, 3 kilometres ahead, but the train will automatically brake itself to the speed that I set, but we haven't got, it's not, well, it would probably do it on its own, but I'm not taking any chances, because you can see the blue dot over on the speed HUD is coming down on its own. So I now set it to 160. It's applying brake, acceleration all on its own to keep us at 160. So I throttle out so that it just monitors itself. So it's slowing us down to 160. We've got 300 meters to go now to the 160. Oh, a high-speed train in the other direction. Ah, lovely. Right, so we're at 160 now for this section of the line, which I think is the maximum speed along this bit, if I remember rightly. Now, if you look down here, you've got that 9900 again, which is the strength of the... So the automatic system is coming now to an end. The automatic system for controlling it. So we're going to get a klaxon in a minute, which will mean that we have to control the speed ourselves. And that will all shut off. Because you've got end down there in the bottom right hand corner, which means the system is coming to an end. And I'm guessing it's when these countdown boards get to 0, 2, 1, this signal. So now there's no automatic control. We have to control the train from now on. So we are driving in theory again. And the maximum line speed along here for this route now, I think, is 160 along this bit from doing the route we did a minute ago. Wow, it all makes sense, doesn't it? When you know what you're doing.
SIFA. SIFA.
Although we aren't taking any power.
SIFA. SIFA.
There we go. Taking power again now. So the AFB system, so the automatic speed control system, won't allow us to go over the 160 now unless we set it there. But it won't automatically brake us, I don't think. Well, it'll just hold at that speed, so I'm guessing it will dab the brakes in, but we're in charge again. We are the boss. Oh, this is quite leisurely now. This is nice. I've enjoyed this evening. This has been good. Quite liking that, like I said earlier, quite liking these German routes. They're quite a lot of fun when you get used to them. And they're quite well made as well. Hiya, Tubster. Welcome, good evening. Hope you're doing well, matey.
SIFA.
Glad we managed to sort your issue out.
SIFA.
Zug beeinflussen. Zug beeinflussen.
Right, so we've got 16 kilometres now to Aachen. We're doing 160, so we're not flat out because the line speed along here is only 160. So probably around about 7 kilometres out, we'll start to slow it down. But I think the signalling and the game's going to do that for us. So we'll just drop it to 140 now. We'll throttle ourselves off.
Zug beeinflussen.
Take it down to 120 now, and we'll just cruise along at 120. Warning board for a kilometre out from 120 then. Come on game, I don't want to have to put the brakes in as well.
Zug beeinflussen.
There we go. Should be at 120 for the limit. We're speeding ever so slightly. So we've got a 110. No, I didn't because it's broken. So ACC, they've rolled the servers back on console so that none of the new stuff's included. So I haven't gone on it tonight. We'll probably hit it up next weekend once they release the server update, because I really want to drive the new Mercedes with the new tyre settings and everything.
SIFA. SIFA.
Zug beeinflussen.
Right, kilometre to a mile and 110 kilometres. We're already at 109 though. Oh, there goes one of the trains we just drove.
Zug beeinflussen.
Right, so we're just coming through the yard here at this plot point, which is why the line speed is a little bit slower, and because of the curving and everything.
Zug beeinflussen.
Right, so that suggested we were going out to the left in a second, but we're not. So
Zug beeinflussen.
right, so we've got a little bit of a speed increase now, so we can go up to 140. Don't need full throttle though, because otherwise everybody will be spilling their beers, their steins in the back. Because this one does have a restaurant car radar.
SIFA. SIFA.
Zug beeinflussen.
Just there. but it's closed. So no beer for you. You can have a cheese sandwich, have whatever you like from that one. That one stocks everything.
Zug der Einflüsse.
Right, 120 in 3 kilometres. Again, we don't really need to do much of our speed. We're 5 kilometres from Aachen,
Zug der
so
Einflüsse.
all controls are good. We didn't get the end penalty brake application that we normally do when the system decides to shut itself down. Right, as we've got 2.5 kilometres now for the speed decrease, we'll knock that down. And then we will go into the system.
Siefer. Siefer.
Zug der Einflüsse.
AFB. AFB. AFB.
Right, so we've turned off the RFB system now. Controlling the train ourselves fully now. So we've got 120 in a kilometre. So we're at that speed now, just coasting towards Aachen now. Nice, leisurely, gentle. I believe this train's on its way to Brussels though.
Zug der Einflüsse.
Right, 100 kilometres an hour, stopping it nice and... Just trying to see what any of these buttons do. Oh, wow. Different types of power mode. For Belgian and French railways, because this train can run on them all. Oh, wow.
Siefer. Siefer.
Zug der Einflüsse.
Alright, well here we are, we're at Aachen. So that indicates to me that we may get some sort of route where we actually have to use some of those
Zug der Einflüsse.
at some point. Because why would it be there otherwise? Right, we actually apply some brakes now. Oh look, oil tankers. Chemical train.
Zug der Einflüsse. Türen geöffnet.
I think that was a very successful run there, personally. I thought that was a pretty good, pretty steady. It's a long old petrochemical train.
Schließvorgang eingeleitet.
And that's that one done. What do we get? Gold medal? Yeah, gold medal. Right, guys, I shall be back in a moment. Nature calls. Oh, right, I'm back. I'm back. Right, shall we do some more German, or shall we do some high-speed UK? What do we fancy? Well, I would have a little bit of autumn drizzle, but we will crank up the precipitation so that it's absolutely belting it down, almost like it's snowing. Give it a bit of wind. We'll drive with this one, another high speed run. Yeah, we'll have a go on this one. So, if I remember rightly, the systems are similar between the two different ice locomotives, or trains, or units, or whatever you want to call them. Oh, blimey. Alright, hang on a second. Normal high beams. It's raining a bit. Turn that on. leave that one isolated, turn that on, close the door, take a seat. We want all of the wipers. Ah. Right, we're all good to rock and roll. Right, we will now close and lock our doors. Oh, nice, Tubster. I can't get on with the 101. I need to re-go and do all the tutorials and everything. I always struggle with the clutch change. Right, we're pulling away nice and gently. Can't hear anything over the rain though. Doing your cabbaging, eh? That's a new one. I've never heard that saying before. Right. Cool, this is foul weather, this is, isn't it? Jesus wept. One for the shark, this one. He likes it wet. Oh no, that's got to be on lasting. We can't have that on. Right, we're just waiting for the speed to increase as we're exiting the station. There we go, speed increased. And away we go, guys. Radar, it's slang. But that's what people from Liverpool do, Radar. They confuse you and then they nick your wallet about 2 seconds later, so just better check you got your wallet in your pocket still. Yeah, so check your pockets, just make sure you got everything. Car keys, mobile phone, wallet. Right, so we're speeding out of the city now. 130 is our limit.
SIFA.
Cancel our Zephyr warning. Still pushing a good 60 frames a second on this route in this weather, which is nice to see. So we're now going off on another route.
SIFA. SIFA.
Zug beeinflusst.
Still 50 kilometers to go, so we're nowhere near. So yeah, you do have to concentrate. How many times have we missed the station tonight, guys? I think we've only missed one, haven't we, where we went through the red signal where I wasn't paying attention right at the beginning of the stream. I think we've been pretty good today on a whole. This is the route where the passenger information systems work on the platforms. Kind of, I think.
Zug beeinflusst.
Right, we're about to hit the 140. Wait to see that jump up so we can increase our... There we go, our 140 increase. 160 increase coming up. In this foul weather.
Zug beeinflusst.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, nothing worse than that. Especially when you've nailed it all the way through and then bang! Dad?
Zug beeinflusst.
Alright, so we're speeding towards Augsburg.
SIFA. SIFA.
And we're just waiting for the klaxon to go off in the cab to indicate the train will drive itself. It's a little bit... I'm not sure where it kicks in on this route. Always falling for a bit of pussy, eh, radar?
SIFA. SIFA.
Zug beeinflusst.
Right, so we're approaching our first speed increase for a while of significant value. There we go, train is now on automatic, so we can increase that to 330 and then just let the train drive on its own. So radar, you will see that this control desk is a little bit different to the one in the last one. But now we've got the 160. The red and the yellow are the indicators of where we're going.
Zug beeinflusst.
Yeah, it's back onto accelerating and braking itself now on what the computer tells it to do from the signalling system. So you'll see the blue bit around the speedo, that little blue dot. When we get a speed increase in a 4 kilometres time to 230, it'll automatically jump up and the train will take itself along.
Zug beeinflussen.
All I have to do is acknowledge the CIFA. But the rest it will do itself.
Zug beeinflussen.
Which is that noise there. That's super einfordern. Means we've acknowledged the CIFA. Yeah, I can imagine it does. Tubster, I can imagine it does. I've been going through fog at the minute. I seem to be hooked on fog in the summer.
SIFA.
Zug beeinflussen.
So you can see it's increasing itself now up to 230.
Zug beeinflussen.
I think this is the route where you really get to stretch your legs on the train for about 2 minutes, or it goes really fast. So as we're whistling along here, with not much going on, just a reminder guys, next Thursday, for the Southeastern launch stream, got quite a few bits to give away, so make sure you're following and tuning in for that. Flat out this route.
Zug beeinflussen.
So is Manchester to Leeds sort of where you're from, Tubster, or is it just a route that you've grown to like and enjoy driving?
SIFA. SIFA.
Zug beeinflussen.
No, I think 230 is the maximum we do on this one now.
Zug beeinflussen.
minimal effort now. Cancelling the thief is all we've got to do. And then making sure we actually slow down for the station, I suppose. But we've still got 20 kilometres to go before we have to do that. Yeah, I'm really enjoying the German stuff we've been doing tonight. They seem to be a lot more in depth. Like there's a lot more going on a route than you get with some of the other stuff that Dovetail have done. There's plenty of choice, there's plenty of other traffic floating about. And that's only going to get better on consoles as they optimise it more and can add the other stuff back in that they've had to take out because the consoles can't run it. Oh, there we go, a little in-game point achievement, I like to call that. Alright, Staffordshire, cool. Just been warned that the automatic system has decided that it is no longer going to operate coming up ahead. So we've had our warning that the system is going to switch off. So we will have to go back to driving the train. So there we go, we've disarmed the AFB now. Oh, AFB, yeah. So we're now driving the train again in full. Coast. Only got 13 kilometres to go to the station, so we're going to have to judge when we're going to slow down. Just re-engage the system because it's still technically active. I think I was a bit premature on turning it off then, folks. There we go, 150 coming up. So it's now starting to drop the speed on its own. So we will coast now as the train slowly starts to brake on itself to slow us down. we've got the G spot. That always means something, but I can't remember what it means. Where's Le Shark when you need him? Alright, so the system's now slowing us down for the 150 speed restriction in 1.5 kilometres. Oh, it's not really slowing us down. We'll assist the train braking now. Right, we're 5 kilometres now, excuse me, from the station. Right, we are going to turn this system off. And we're going to take control. Set that. So I just feel we're going too fast, so close to the station. And as you know, I like to be nice and cautious. We're exceptionally early on this service, so just, oh, there we go. Acknowledge the end, which means it's turning itself off anyway. Probably get the klaxon in just a minute when we get to the next signal to say I'm shutting down the automatic control. There we go, we're at our 90, 500 metres from the actual slowing down point where we need to be at that speed. There we go, we are manually controlling the train again now. Automatic systems have disengaged. km/h speed limit ahead. We will slow ourselves down way in advance because we're not that far from the station now. There is a platform here that we need to stop at somewhere. Again, guys, I think that's pretty successful run down there. 'Cause that's the end of the line for us. We can't take it any further.
Zug Beeinflussung.
Depends what you'd have to provide me with some sort of example link for something. If it's grime or dubstep or stuff, yeah, I'm not a big fan. I'll listen to it, but we're gonna have to sit here and wait for 4 minutes as well.
Zielvorgaben eingeleitet.
Because we're early. Oh no, there we go. Just 27 minutes for 61 kilometres. Happy days. Right, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to thank you for joining me this evening. I am going to call it because I am starting to feel a little bit tired. So yeah, don't forget for Thursday, put it in your diaries, because I'm not on Monday to Wednesday because I'm at work. So again, we've got our Southeastern High Speed launch stream on Thursday. Follow my Twitter at Briar Gaming, so you know what time the stream will be going live, or even better, you could hit the bell, follow and a bell, and that'll tell you when I'm going live. But we have got some giveaways. 1 copy of Train Sim World 2 Deluxe, Southeastern High Speed DLC. Again, these may increase. I'm trying to get some more keys, but I've got 1 of each at the moment. So yeah, hit the follow button, hit the bell so you know when I'm going live, and I shall see you guys possibly tomorrow. But thanks very much for joining me, and I hope you've enjoyed everything, and I shall see you again soon.